everyone, it's Emily Graziano here, and I'm here to do a review on the 12th Def Leppard studio album called Diamond Star Halos, which was released on the 27th of May in the year 2022. It was recorded mainly during the initial lockdown in 2020, and the title comes from a 1971 T-Rex song, Get It On. There's a lyric that mentions Diamond Star Halos in it. Personally, I don't really dig the eye. I think that's kind of creepy. I like the design surrounding it, but I don't really like the eye. I don't know. But I do think it's funny because there's the target symbol in there reminiscent of the Pyromania album. So that's fun. Initial thoughts on this album. I had no expectation for this album, but it didn't blow me away. But with that being said, I'll take this album because with these veteran bands, these legacy bands, you have no idea what will turn out to be their last album. So it's kind of like okay, this is great. Let's get into it. Vivian Campbell, apparently he was unprepared for this album, and I've read reports of him having to set up his home studio and get the computer software and be prepared for all of that. So that's why he's mainly absent from not only the playing, but he doesn't even have a songwriting credit on this album. There's been controversy with Rick Allen on the drums because of the way that it's been billed. If you look at every single credit after the song lyrics, it will say Ronan McHugh drum programming. Usually it will say, if someone else is adding additional drums or additional credit, it will say additional drumming, additional percussion by whoever. But Rick Allen doesn't even have a credit on anything in here. For instance, it will say Phil Collins theme guitar, Vivian Campbell solo trade-off, stuff like that. Phil Collins ukulele on one song even. And Rick Allen does not have a song credit. I'm sorry, a drum credit. So there's been controversy with that, and if it turns out that he didn't play drums on this, that's really, really sad. Because I know that's been a rumor for years that, does Rick even play on studio albums? But the way that they're billing it here, it makes me kind of upset because he's one hell of a drummer. And then there's more evidence. If you look at the recorded at section on the second page here, it says Joe Garage in Dublin, Phil's Sweatshop in Laguna Hills, California, Sal's Bass in Sheffield, UK, Viv's Guitar Shed in New Hampshire, but not Rick Allen's whatever in California. So that is more evidence. Again, I don't know if it's true. I'm not accusing anybody. I'm just going by the evidence given. Phil dominates this album with 10 out of the 15 songwriting credits, either co-written or solo. And I find that interesting. It's almost like it's a Phil solo project. With all that in mind, I will say this album is closer to their roots than previous releases such as X or the Sparkle Lounge. But I do happen to like their self-titled album from 2015 better than this album. Overall, I think this album you could probably... I feel like you could get in your car and turn on this album at night and just take a drive, if you're driving somewhere at night, and it, pitch black, we're driving home or we're driving to somewhere else. It just has that type of a mood to it. That's the vibe I pick up from it. And I know I haven't reviewed any other Def Leppard album. This is their 12th. But with Ace Frehley's Origins series, I had to do Volume 1 before Volume 2. You can't do that out of order. But part of me doesn't really want to do this out of order. But I'm reviewing this as a tribute, I guess, as a dedication, yeah, that's the correct word, a dedication to my pal Les Wadley. So Les, this review is for you. I hope to talk to you soon. I'll text you soon. Okay, so I'll just get started with the tracks. First track, Take What You Want, written by Rick Savage and Joe. At first I wasn't crazy about this song, but it's good. It really surprised me. The more I listened to it, it really grew on me. It starts off like a ballad, but then it becomes really poppy, fun, but laid back, upbeat, but laid back, and that's really cool. The second song on here, Kick, is their kickoff single, no pun intended, for this album, written by Phil and Dave Bassett. Probably it's my favorite song on the album, which I didn't expect that. I expected to find a song on here that I liked better, but I can tell why they used this as their lead single. And it's probably one of the heaviest songs on here, which isn't saying much because this song isn't even heavy to begin with. I really like the White Lightning lyric, "You're racing through my brain like a bolt of white lightning." Is that a reference to Steve Clark? I can't help but think that. And you have to keep in mind it is written by Phil, so I think that's really cool. The next song on here, Fire It Up. Not my favorite. I know it's one of their singles, although I feel the hook is kind of boring in the delivery, like fire it up, and it's just it's sad because if it with a better arrangement of this song or possibly a more fun, energetic delivery, it could have been better. I think it's a lackluster single, and I don't want to say that. It kind of pains me to say that. I don't want to say that, but here I am saying it. Possibly, maybe it'll grow on me in the future, but it just, I don't know. Guys, that pains me to say it. Okay, next song. This Guitar Saved My Life. This is featuring Alison Krauss. I like the concept of this song, but it's just boring. It's a boring ballad. It doesn't scream Def Leppard to me. This sounds more like Joe Elliott is guest starring on a song that Alison Krauss wrote, which is not a big deal, but it's like, okay. I feel like this song should have been a bonus track or something, because it's not Def Leppard. It's more like, okay, here's Joe Elliott singing with Alison Krauss. It just, that's what I pick up from it. Next song, SOS Emergency. It's a good song, fun lyrics, the concept, but again, it's just a boring arrangement. And I don't want to say that, but like, thinking about it now, I can't even tell you like any standout lyrics from it, and I'm really sorry to say that. Next song, Liquid Dust. I happen to like this song. I really like the lyrics. I like the concept. Liquid Dust is quite interesting. I think the drums have a really distinct sound on this one, and this one is very distinguishable. There's the word. Like SOS Emergency, it's not distinguishable. It's like, okay, it's run of the mill. Any band could have done this one, but this Liquid Dust, I feel, has a very, very noticeable, not only arrangement, but lyrics and vocals and delivery. I really enjoy it. Next song on here, You Rock Me, and that is spelled U, the letter U, rock, R-O-K, me, M-I. The way that Joe was saying the lyrics, kind of reminiscent of slang, which slang, I still don't love it. And usually I would defend something that came out the year I was born just because I kind of like to do that. But, oh God, the song slang is okay, but I feel like the way that Joe is saying these lyrics in You Rock Me is very reminiscent of that. That's all I wrote down. I don't know. I don't really dig You Rock Me. It's kind of like, are you going hipster now? Like, I don't know. Okay, next song, Goodbye for Good this time. This song, it has a good concept, but it drags out, and it just is like, okay, are we done yet? Like, you're checking the time on it, and it's like, I can't even tell you any more, something that makes it stand out. I'm really sorry. I'm so sorry. Next song, All We Need. I believe this is the hidden gem on the album. It kind of reminds me of Love and Affection in a certain way, just a little bit. And that's probably the reason I love it, because I think Love and Affection is a hidden gem on Hysteria. I really love the concept. It's nothing new. Like, All We Need is some love and devotion, or is it emotion? I'm sorry. But I really like the Def Leppard take on it. I think the harmony's good. I just really think this song has a lot going for it. I really enjoy it. Open Your Eyes. Guys, I didn't even write anything down because I'm running out of adjectives to describe some of these filler songs. Okay, when there's a 15-track album, it's not a question of, oh, will there be filler? It's a question of how much filler. Okay, I'm looking at the lyrics to maybe spark some words. Written by Phil and Joe. Guys, I have no words to describe the song because I'm running out of adjectives to describe some of the filler. I don't think it's a bad song, but I just think I think the track listing on this song, the track listing on this album needs a little help because it's like, at some point, all the songs bleed into one another and they sound quite similar because they're all soft rock songs, and that is not a problem, but it's like, well, where's the diversity? I thought there would be a much heavier song on this album, so that, I feel really bad for saying that, but it's kind of the truth. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm gonna move on. Give Me a Kiss That Rocks. I really like this one because, it's distinguishable. The lyrics are pretty fun. I like the arrangement of the song. It's just the title's kind of lame. Like, give me a kiss that rocks. It's like, I feel silly saying that. Like, if this were the 80s, I think it would have been more acceptable. And I get that they're trying to be 80s-ish. But it's kind of embarrassing at the same time. Like, You Rock Me. Like, it's kind of like, that's embarrassing to sing along to. Give Me a Kiss That Rocks. I wish it had a different title, but I really like the lyrics and the arrangement. Next song on here, Angels Can't Help You Now. I enjoy this song. It's more of that classic Def Leppard ballad feel. And although there's a lot of ballads on this song, this one to me stands out for some reason. I can't place why, I just think it does. Next song on here, Lifeless. Again, this features Alison Krauss. This song is too country for my liking, but that doesn't mean it's bad. It just feels out of place on this Def Leppard album. I don't know why Def Leppard tries to collaborate with country artists. I don't get it. Are they trying to fuse country and rock metal? I don't know, but it doesn't work, in my opinion. I think it's a good song, but it's just not a good Def Leppard song. It's hard to take. If you dig country, that's awesome. That's more power to you. But I just think this could have been a bonus track on here. It starts off very country, and you're like, is this Def Leppard? But again, I don't think it's a bad song. It's just out of place. That's all. Next song, Unbreakable. This is kind of where the album starts to pick up again and get a little bit heavier because, guys, this guitar to Lifeless, all the songs almost sound so similar. They're very soft rock. It doesn't really have an edge to them. It's like, literally the songs Liquid Dust and You Rock Me are so similar that I didn't even know You Rock Me was playing until I heard the chorus. I thought, oh, we're still on Liquid Dust. But at Unbreakable, it starts to pick up a little bit, and it has a lot of grit to it, so I think that's what makes it stand out on this album. The last song, From Here to Eternity. This is a Rick Savage solo write. I really like this one, but it's super long. It's over 5.5 minutes long, and you feel it. It's like, okay, there's long instrumental breaks in it, and it's like, okay, how are we gonna sing along to this song? Like, I like it, but it's like, mainly there's these long breaks in between the words, and it's like, are we done yet? So I feel really bad for saying that because I don't want to say that, but at the age of 25, this is how I feel about this album. Maybe in the future, it'll grow on me because with time, some albums can grow on you. But at this point, maybe there's about, let's see, 1, 2, 3, for maybe 5 songs out of 15 that I like, and I really don't want to say that. I feel bad for saying that. With all that I just mentioned, I do want to say this album, I'm glad I have it. I don't think it's crap. I don't think, oh, this album sucks. I don't think that at all. I welcome this album, and any song on here is better than the crap, the mainstream crap that you're going to listen to on the radio today. I'll just say that. I'd rather listen to Lifeless, which I think is really, really country, than say whatever, I don't know even what's on the radio today. But not the worst album they've ever done. Far from it, in fact. But then again, it's not the best that they've ever done. But I welcome it. And like I said, I hope in the future it does grow on me. And with all of that, this album review is coming to an end. I wanted to keep it under 20 minutes because there's 15 songs on this album. That takes up most of the time. So I want to say thank you for watching this. What are your thoughts on this album? And I'm Emily Graziano. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great day. Bye-bye for now.